on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a site that has seen more than its fair share of great playoff memories the last few decades, and more could be in store as we've got playoff football again at sold-out Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the New England Patriots. First of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. James White's first carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the first play of the game. 65 yards on the ground. Perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Here's White. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
9-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And a Ravens first down.
Right back to Dobbins on first. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson rolling to his right. He's going deep, and this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 36 yards. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That's out to his running back, Michel. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. On 2nd down, Michel. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Jonnu Smith, incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10.
4-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 1. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pick.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
It's the score, Patriots 14, Ravens 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards. First down, Ravens.
Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
The tackle made.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
And the Raven first down.
They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Score! Touchdown, Baltimore! From 10 yards out, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Michel. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Dobbins, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Patriots 7-yard line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll buy some time right. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
They begin with Michel on the ground, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Patrick.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Smith out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this 1st half. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They go play action with Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From midfield now, here's Jackson, rolling to his left. Man open left side is Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 21. He got 29 yards that time. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind them. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit his safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Vincent Smith there to make the grab. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And these 2 teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run here with Dobbins. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Third down.
Try to run for it with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have broken the tie. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs, because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with... And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Jackson now. Rolling to his right. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And now it's 3rd down.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend, because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there, because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
18-yard line.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage. But you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for two. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
32-yard line.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football when coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been